There is a clutter of investment philosophies in everyone's mind. Investors have boxed themselves under various labels. When articulating our investment methodology, we have always chosen to clear the slate and start from the basics. What does everyone want from their investment? At the most basic level, it is higher returns. To generate these returns, we need to cut through the noise created by labels. To us, the prism we need is speed. The speed of change, speed of growth, speed of returns. It is not that big eat the small, but it's the fast that eats the slow. This is FasterCAP thinking. Identifying opportunities on a fast growth trajectory calls for a vision to recognize the inflection points in a megatrend, fortitude to hold through a contrarian stance, and courage to capitalize on it before it becomes mainstream thinking. These are the pillars of FasterCAP wealth creation. As a philosophy, our focus is not solely on the degree of return. What matters is the quality of the return, the longevity of that return, and the ability to deliver that at a scale. The traditional thinking is higher risk generates higher returns. Our differentiated perspective is that cases where the perceived risks are high, but the actual risk is low, provide the best risk-adjusted return possibilities. FasterCAP is an all-pervasive philosophy at ValueQuest. It brings a completely fresh perspective of looking at risk and returns.
FasterCAP is about recognizing change, about speed and scale of change. To truly understand this and connect it to the science of investing, we have to go back into history and understand a story. Horses were a medium of transportation for hundreds of years. Yet, all it took was mere 13 years for automobiles to come over and take over transportation. It so happened that the confluence of technologies in steel, in tire, and of course the invention of the internal combustion engine led to creation of an automobile which changed the world and societies at large. I think one thing we have to learn from history is that we tend to underestimate the speed and scale of change in the long term. Let us connect all this to what we have seen in our own markets for the last 30 years. Post the 2000 technology boom, we had the rise of commodities and infrastructure sectors that were most unloved then. Then came the pharmaceutical, consumer, and rise of the chemical industry. And as we speak today, in a post-COVID era, we are experiencing a manufacturing renaissance in defense and renewables. What we have seen over the last 30 years that the only thing permanent is change. The pattern that we consistently observe is that outsized wealth is created by those who invested in these FasterCAP industries undergoing significant change. Even an average company gave non-linear returns within these FasterCAP industries. We believe wealth in markets is delivered by not having more and more information, but by having insightful and differentiated perspectives. Industry tailwinds is usually the biggest source of wealth creation. Thus, FasterCAP investing framework provides a fresh yet commonsensical perspective, which is about recognizing industry shifts, inflection points driven by such megatrends.
Spending my formative years in the markets under the aegis of late Shri Rakesh Jhunjhunwala prepared me in more ways than one. What I learned is that it's important to develop your own independent thinking. One cannot develop conviction based on somebody else's thinking. Another key learning I had working under him was investing is a probabilistic exercise and one should bet on probable outcomes rather than possible outcomes. I have incorporated this learning deep into my philosophy, where we tend to bet on a 3 to 5 year rolling view, as this is where the probability of our educated guess about the future is likely to be correct. We also tend to bet on surer business models. For example, in a gold rush, whether the gold digger finds the gold or no remains a possibility, but the shovel seller will surely make money. Hence, our bet is always on the picks and shovel players. For example, in energy transition, whether the power generation companies make money or no remains a possibility, but the equipment manufacturers and the power transmission players are surely to make money. We also wait until the inflection point has reached an undeniable stage and probability of success is close to certainty. ValueQuest was founded with a vision to build an institution with commonsensical and fundamentally sound investment principles. Over the years, we have navigated through various phases, each bringing its own set of challenges and opportunities. But we have always kept the investor first. We are investors first and we keep our investors first. This has been the hallmark of the way we have conducted ourselves. After 1.5 decades of this journey, I'm humbled by where we stand today in terms of our assets under management, the quality of our investors, the team, and the track record that we've built through the most challenging times. Looking back, all of this has been possible because we dared to do things differently and adhered to the first principles of investing. And the core of those principles has been the FasterCAP philosophy.